Buckeyes territory. He was the Super Bowl 52 referee for the National Football League, the top man in that game. 21 years at Division I, 9 NCAA tournaments, and Larry Serrato, 5 NCAA tournaments. A terrific crew, and away we go from Ann Arbor. The Wolverines against the Buckeyes, and the outside shot by Wagner will not go. Tate with the rebound. Sean Tate. And now to C.J. Jackson, who has continued to improve. Wesson was the freshman everyone talked about coming to the Buckeye program. He's got the ball right now. He looks to go inside. The shot clock is down to 8. He's working on Wagner. There's some of that Michigan D. Thursday at Penn State, 79-56, out of bounds.
In State, they've got a lot of firepower, but the Buckeyes didn't bring the kind of effort and tenacity that was needed on the road against a physical team. It'll be interesting to see the competitive spirit of this group. All season long, the Buckeyes have shown no quit and been resilient.
The freshman Livers tries to get it to go. Inside, Matthews got it, and he's caught up in a straight jacket.
A touch too quick.
So here come the Bucks. They are 13-2 in the Big Ten. Their 2 losses. Their only loss on the road has been this past Thursday to Penn State, and they lost to Penn State in Columbus. Inside, chiseling his way. Tate tries to get it and does for the Bucks.
That's what he does so well. Took his time. Puts that big, wide lower body on Matthews there and took him for a ride right to the rim.
Here's Simpson. Michigan has won 2 in a row, 4 of 5. They've won 5 consecutive games at home. And like I said, they are building up steam as the season is drawing to a close. Abdul Rahman outside. This is a 3 Matthews can't hit. And they have Wagner and Wesson in there.
Out of that, those 2 guys stumping and bumping inside.
Michigan beat Iowa here Wednesday, 74-59. They were plus 30 points in 3-point shooting. That's off the foot, not of bounds. That was back in early January. That was to number 5, then number 5 Purdue by 1 point, 70-69. So they have played very well here inside Chrysler Center. Wagner, the left-handed shot won't go. It's picked up by Tate. And here is Bates Diop, the second leading scorer in the conference. Livers is there, thrown away and picked up. Here comes Simpson, 3 turnovers, and from behind, tapped. Here he is, a sophomore for this program. Kept the CD.
Welcome, Tim, as Michigan fans would in Ohio State.
Football or basketball that have played at one school and gone to the other. And Dockich, who was going to play at Butler for Chris Holtman last year, then he comes to Ohio State and decides to shift it and come to the Buckeye program. Outside they go. Dockich, who has been good with his defense and playmaking. 5 to fire. Bates Diop with a 3. No, they fight inside and out of bounds it go.
Ohio State, Michigan has
in top 25 in the country.
Yeah.
Buckeye, nice knockaway right there by Wagner. It's a 4th turnover, and ahead they go. Abdul Rahman, the hesitation, spinning on a dime and out. And Wagner. Wesson will come out there on him. Wagner loves that matchup. He read it well.
He sure did, Kevin. You called it. Faced him up, gave him a ball fake, and beat him to the baseline.
Buckeyes have won 4 of 5 coming in. Wesson, very skilled young player. Caleb Wesson.
Yes, he is. He's got the nice wide body, excellent hands and feet, and a really good feel for how to operate in the paint area. And as long as he's on the floor, Kevin, I think it's important that the Buckeyes use him in the half court.
Package the steal, but then the follow is up and in. Put in by Bates Diop.
Nice conversion of the turnover to points that time. Bates Diop, the Big Ten's leading scorer, and in my mind, the leading candidate for Player of the Year. If I had a vote and it ended right now, he'd get it.
Abdul Rahman, who's having a career year for the Wolverines, can't get it, and Dockich the other way. Tate with a look down at Chris Holtman. What a bright young coach and terrific season this guy has had for the Ohio State Buckeyes. He had offers from other schools over the years, but chose Ohio State for a variety of reasons. We talked about an hour ago about that. Great young coach. Inside Wesson. The defense by Wagner, and here they go the other way. On the lead out to Rahman. He can fly.
Transition opportunities. Michigan likes to capitalize on those. That was pretty good defense by Keita Bates-Diop, but an excellent finish by Rockman.
5 minutes in, tied at 6. They played once already this season with a win for the Buckeyes over the Wolverines in positioning. No, Tate puts it up and in on the Bates-Diop miss.
Well, you get that penetration, Kevin. It compresses your defense. You're in the scramble mode, and that often leads to lanes to that offensive glass, and Jayshawn Tate knows how to hunt down those missed shots.
Andrew Simpson gets it outside to Wagner. Now the Kentucky transfer. That's Charles Matthews. He had the ball. He'll try to work it in. Again, single digits on the shot clock. Wagner a long 2.
This kid has a lot in his game, and he's as effervescent as any player in college hoops. I mean, we had a great conversation with him after practice yesterday. He knows the game, loves the game. And
he's flopping all over the floor. My goodness.
He's in the middle of everything.
Throws his body all over the place. Abdur Rahman. Livers. Here's Matthews positioning, feeding Simpson. Here's a 3. And picked up inside by Bates-Diop. Coast to coast and off.
Teams from one another. Fortify your resume and differentiate you from other teams.
And would be a win against a top 50 RPI team at home. And if you were on the road, if that RPI of that team you were visiting was between 1 and 75, that would be a quadrant.
I think it's 1 to 30 at home.
1 to 30,
1 to 30 at home, 1 to 50, and then also 1 to 75. Neutral close in an imperfect system. It's another way to qualify the kinds of wins you've got. Who have you beat and where did you beat them?
Here's Jerron Simmons, graduate transfer player from Ohio University. They did not get it off in time.
From Houston, and was expecting to step into the starting guard role. Hasn't happened, but he's handled himself like a true teammate and has started to get some more minutes here in the last couple of games.
Nice shot by C.J. Jackson, a junior from Charlotte. He comes out of a community college in Florida, Eastern Florida, and he has a good three-point shot right there.
Well, he's more comfortable not having to run the point exclusively, C.J. Jackson. Nice job by Chris Holtman after those 2 early turnovers to get him out, sit him down, and then bring him back on the floor with Dockage so he can play off the ball.
Good point.
All that in the game. Drive the closeout, because oftentimes guys don't square you up when they close you out.
Jackson will take it. Coming in now is Cam Williams for the Buckeyes. Also coming in, freshman Kyle Young. He's down low. Teskey is in for Michigan. Some changes. Here's Williams coming off a suspension a couple days ago. Hits a 2 right there. Played 16 minutes against Penn State. Had missed the previous 3 games with a suspension. Back now. He'll be important down the stretch for the Buckeyes as the Wolverines come with under 12 to play here in the first half. Abdur Rahman and Duncan Robinson, a 3-point specialist who's had 2 terrific games in a row for the Wolverines.
He made 11 threes in his last 2, Kevin, but has yet to get a look here so far today.
Matthews drives. Teskey wasn't looking, trying to get out of some traffic inside. Jackson triggers. Here comes Bates-Diop and Duncan to meet him at the other end with Teskey doubling. Tough matchup inside. Young tried to get it up and good. And they fall down, and another tie-up. He's back in the 2015 season. He has stayed with the team as a student manager, getting married, as I mentioned, this summer. I mean, it's an incredible story in every way, but being honored here today with the rest of the Michigan.
Yeah, it really is. Well said, Kevin. A tragic unfolding of circumstances in Austin Hatch's life has moved in a really positive direction over the last several years here at Michigan.
Shot clock is down to 10. Cam Williams, Jackson inside. Wesson with a spin.
They're on defenders and get them into foul trouble.
This was the Ohio Mr. House Celebrity Big Brother tonight after 60 minutes on CBS. We've had 4 ties and a couple lead changes. Buckeyes have led by 4. Wolverines have led by 2. Robinson, Wagner. Outside they go. Jordan Poole has now come off the Beeline bench.
They're trying to get Robinson a shot here. He's yet to get a clean look.
And the 3 is in by Jordan Poole, a freshman from Milwaukee, a top 50 high school kid, first team All-State, buries one from outside.
Yeah, deep look that time by Poole. And you know Michigan relies a lot on the three-point shots. And when they make a good number of them, they're typically hard to beat.
And the Buckeyes do not shoot a lot of threes.
They do not. Although Cam is capable, Cam Williams and Keita Bates-Diop, he's not on the floor right now.
Tate aggressively goes inside.
The space he needed to spray that three.
Wagner on top as the ball sticks a bit. Just halfway point this first half. Wow! Oh, what a pass! Simmons to Wagner.
Wow, he shoehorned that one right between defenders.
Oh.
On time and on target too, Kevin. Beautifully done by Simmons. Led the nation in assists a year ago.
Wagner, look out, Clark. Here they come. Wagner hits us. Ball is on the floor. It's swapped inside by Williams. Diving on it, playing twister, fighting for the ball.
There's the rivalry that we've...
Physically, what he's done with his body in 3 years here.
You know, I talked to him yesterday. He talked about he didn't really add significant weight, just kind of repositioned it and leaned up. So he looks good and obviously fully engaged in this one as he and Wesson battle inside.
We all wish we could reposition our weights. Here comes Wesson inside with a spin. Working by Wagner. Nice play by the freshman, Caleb Wesson. So Poole, a freshman, Simmons, and Wagner. Wagner's averaging 14 points and 7 rebounds. Leads this team in scoring and rebounding. With a turnover right there. Here comes Jackson the other way. 4th turnover on Michigan.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Simmons, and Matthews just unable to catch it.
Jackson lost control of that one as he was heaving it up. And the Wolverines the other way.
Point after it, Kevin. There's great intensity on the court. Poole looking at a straightaway three.
And yanked down by Jayshawn Tate. He's got 4 rebounds. Leads the team in steals, coming off a 6-point game at Penn State. Driving inside, couldn't get it to go. Matthews had it. Here comes Poole to the rack. Michigan started 3 of 11. Clark from the floor. They've gone 4 of 6 since.
Well, they've gotten a couple in transition, and then the 3 by Poole.
The boos for Dockich, a former Wolverine player, a walk-on here as we mentioned earlier. Bates-Diop, shot clock at 8, fighting for
everything to grow and develop. He's a sponge. He's eager to learn, and obviously John Beilein, a terrific coach and teacher.
Now somebody let Cam Williams free inside.
Yeah, that ball got deflected and mishandled and led to a layup for the Buckeyes.
Abdur-Rahman is in, makes a step back on Tate, nails the shot outside. Big one right there in what has been, as a senior, a career year for Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman.
Yeah, I think he's a terrific one-on-one player. Leads the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio, but he can go and get buckets whenever he wants to. He's just got to be more assertive in looking for his shot if Michigan is going to continue to ascend the rest of the season.
John Teske had that rebound, takes the place of Wagner. Here's Poole outside. Abdur-Rahman with a triple. Saved inside, and it was saved because the freshman, Isaiah Livers, knocked it away.
Yeah, he's an active body, Kevin Livers. Yeah, he's bouncy. When you space that floor and shoot the 3, it's hard for defenders to get bodies on the block out.
Good point. Simpson drives, Williams defends. And even against Penn State, people say, well, it was the worst. For Survivor Ghost Island premieres Wednesday, February 28th on CBS.
Well, Simpson, who has struggled mightily from the line, short arms, 2 of them right there. You got to keep it tight to your body if you don't want to get called
whatever
for the
you
foul.
call it.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's Poole.
He's been terrific.
He stops on a dime and buries the J. It's a 3, and he was fouled. 9 games, he's averaged 14 points a game. For Michigan for the season, just 6. So
yeah.
He's not hit any kind of a rookie wall at all.
Yeah, the ascension starting to happen, the confidence level, the comfort level. And then you free yourself up to just simply ball. And he's done it in a big way here in this first half so far.
Michigan Wolverines right now on a 7-0 run. Here could be the player of the year in the conference. Bates-Diop, a long shot. He's 1 of 6, though, with a rugged start here. Here comes Poole again, taking it, floating up and off. Got whacked on the play. Dockets the other way. Here come the Buckeyes. Meets the double. Trapped. Nice defense, Michigan.
You don't want to see, and I think ultimately will work their way into the tournament. I think they're that good, and they'll finish strong enough to do so.
Michigan didn't have any bad losses. There's a pickup right there. Steal by Wagner. Simpson to the hole.
Danger zone here for the Buckeyes, Kevin. They've not flowed offensively the last few minutes. Keita Bates-Diop has not gotten going. A 9-0 run now for the Wolverines as they've been able to make a couple of threes and get a couple of hoops in transition.
Rockets drop off. Young off that baseline. Tate cobbles it up and puts it in for Ohio State with a pretty play and aggressive rebound. And give him now 6 rebounds on the afternoon.
Yeah, excellent basket attack that time. I think Kyle Young has the athleticism to dunk that ball. He tried to lay it up. Next time he'll go in there and try to throw it down.
Oh, give and go inside Abdul Rahman from Poole. Young took it.
Puts a lot of pressure on your defense. You have to be very solid fundamentally.
That will reflect that,
sure.
But this is a quality defensive team.
Yeah, they do a nice job. They really do. Have to stay physical, and you've got to stay attached and make that second and third effort against Michigan when you're on defense.
Duncan Robinson has come in for the Michigan Wolverines. Poole will be watching the terrific Bates-Diop with a couple of under to join you on this. He is the conference player of the year. We have a week to go.
And Vince Edwards, Miles Bridges at Michigan State. But again, at this point in time, I'd put Keita Bates-Diop at the head of that group.
Ohio State has beaten Michigan 3 consecutive times. Here comes Poole. Bates-Diop goes out and gets him, and Poole dancing a bit, let it fly with a foul.
If a situation doesn't fit and hasn't fit, and how do we stem some of that tide? Because it's gotten a little too weighted towards simply going to the next place.
Any suggestions?
No suggestions at this point, but it's become more of another element of recruiting.
Yeah.
And in some cases bordering on tampering, and that's not good for the game.
Here's that good Michigan defense. Buckeyes trying to work it in. They are 9 of 21, a 3, and a rebound again. Tate constantly in there fighting and digging and comes up with another rebound. He's got 8 of them already in the first half.
Yeah, he's one of the best undersized rebounders in the country. I mean, he's only about 6'4", but he's got good athleticism and really knows how to use his body, creating angles to attack rebound.
Robinson down the lane, normally from 3, and picked up by Tuskegee.
And then also the difficulty you face, no matter what conference you play in winning on the road especially.
And it seems like fans are split down the middle if they want, as a drive by Tate was off.
And then a year like this year where you've got some number of good teams, but you also don't know which teams might come off the pace to surprise us come March.
Like Michigan.
Could be.
Robinson 3. And picked up by Bates-Diop.
And that's his first look at the three-point shot. He's 0 of 2 total after making 11 threes in his last 2 games. I love that move. Defender is back, Kevin. Nice job by
the PAR, P-A-R, points, assists, and rebounds. He's 30 right now if you add those numbers together. Number 3 in college basketball, but on line with like what the Evan Turners have done in the past in terms of dominant overall numbers.
Exactly, and then not to mention what he does at the defensive end.
Yes, exactly.
And challenging shots, blocking shots, his versatility defensively. C.J. Jackson with the denial there.
It was, and Tate the other way, and Bates-Diop on top, the bump into Abdul. Since 1923. I mean, an amazing number.
It really is.
Came from Butler. He took that team to 3 at program to 3 consecutive NCAA tournaments.
Yeah, the Sweet 16 last year.
Poole missing. Oh, no! Poole got the bounce. Down the hatch it went. He's got 12 off the bench. A pretty play.
Yeah, he's been the difference in the game thus far, Kevin.
3 of them from distance. Drive inside. Jackson won't get it. Young digging, looking, feeding. Here comes Tate. Out to Jackson. Works by Simpson. Hops down the lane. Can't get it to go. Teske got the ball. A minute and a half to play in the half. Robinson rejected by Bates-Diop at the other end.
You don't get it.
It's going into row 5.
There you go.
Excellent point. He has some cut and some swagger, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He got some bounce to his game.
Teskey. He's the backup to Wagner. He's a 7-1 sophomore, and he has just given Michigan their biggest first-half lead over number 8 Ohio State. Under a minute to go. Jackson and Simpson. Travel. Looking for another top-tier win to put on their resume.
And the bench has been superb, and this guy has been the catalyst. Denied there. And the Buckeyes should make this the last shot of the half.
There's a difference of about a second. Game clock and shot clock, and Chris Holtmann is barking the instructions off the base. Diop, and there's Dockich. And the boos for the former Wolverine.
They need to get this offense started more closer to the three-point line, allowing Michigan to push them away from the goal here.
Caleb Wesson. The screen, the switch on defense, and the three is good. What a shot by Bates Diop. And Abdul-Rahman will heave one at the break.
Production from the bench and Jordan Poole, and you can see where this team has plenty of upside.
This is the second meeting between these two teams this season. In the first one, it was a 13-point halftime lead. Michigan over Ohio State and Columbus, leading by as many as 20. And then they only scored like 11 points in the second half. Wagner tries to drive, stripped in to first place in the Big Ten.
And to connect with this group of players. And then I give a ton of credit to the leadership provided by Keita Bates Diop and Jayshawn Tate, because those guys are such high character individuals and good players that it allowed the other guys to fall in line. And what you have is a special season thus far, but a tough finishing stretch here.
Turnover. Bates Diop lost the ball. Inside Wagner. What a nice pass by Xavier Simpson.
Yeah, and I think Caleb Wesson was kind of home run trotting back on defense, and you can't afford to do that against a guy as mobile as Mo Wagner.
Michigan didn't turn it over the last 9 minutes of the first half. They forced some turnovers from the Buckeyes. That is something to watch here in the second half. We're more than a minute in, as the Wolverines are trying for another top-tier win. Bates Diop with a drive in a left hand, flopping up it goes, and picked up by Livers, and down to Simpson, into Matthews, and over to Abdul-Rahman. Look at the ball rotation. Livers. Another rebound by Tate, who has broken that tie. All-time rebounding with John Havlicek at Ohio State with the drive. Put up and in on to breeze over that Tate has broken the tie with John Havlicek. And Tate, you can see why he is so aggressive on the glass, is now number 10 all-time in the Buckeye program.
He's had a terrific career, capping it off with a strong senior season. Nice drive by Simpson. I don't know if he needs to keep that one-handed shot in his repertoire. I'd like to see him secure it with two and then let it go at the last minute with one.
Wagner and Wesson. And to scoop it up and picked up by Charles Matthews. Looking ahead, broken up by Tate. We've had more guys diving on the floor today, which has been terrific to watch, which gives you a feel for
the turnover battle, which is typically most of the time in the turnovers, because they're one of the best in the country at squeezing the orange.
And Clark, when Michigan has lost, it's usually been because their defense has not played up to what they're normally playing at.
And the defense has been really quite active here today.
Fake, Tate, up, down, count it! What a play! Like a pinball. And bang, and then he puts it up. Nice play by Jayshawn Tate. 6'4". He's got 11 points. He almost has double-digit rebounds. 6-0 run by the Buckeyes. Almost 3 minutes into the second half, and it's a 2-point game.
Well, Chris Holtmann getting a pretty good answer about his team's competitive spirit here today, because there have been a couple of times when it seemed as though
Wesson will go out with his 4th personal foul.
And Jallo is matched up with Poole, who was terrific in that first half.
Good mention. 3 minutes gone. Simpson and Jackson. Wagner and Wesson. Will they double? Yep, they try to come in with Jackson there. He's going to give a little flash of defense. And a foul. Is 2 consecutive years. Here's Abdul Rahman inside. Blocked by Tate from behind. Oh, that Michigan has been to the last 2 NCAA tournaments. This week on CBS. A substitution going on here in the beginning of this first couple minutes of the second half.
John Beilein played 9 guys in that first half, expanding his bench. And Ohio State played 9 as well.
Now here's Jallo. Down to Caleb Wesson, trying to work on Wagner, and he gets it to go with a pretty play. 7 points for him.
Yeah, he is really going to be some kind of force in this league, Kevin. Good hands and feet. He'll continue to get stronger and a little more athletic as he develops.
Abdul Rahman's drive will not go. Picked up by Jackson. Here come the Bucks running out. They got Bates Diop in the middle. Jackson outside. Wesson will plop outside the lane. He and Wagner going at it every time they're down the floor. Tate chisels, spins, no.
He had the mismatch there, and he did exactly what he should have done. Back Rahman down, just missed the shot.
Simpson, Wagner, it's a 3. And those have not been dropping for the Wolverines like they need them to. And you mentioned that moments ago.
Exactly. Buckeyes have been pretty solid defensively, particularly the last few possessions.
It's Wesson looking over his shoulder. Wagner is there, a little strong. Tate got the ball up but could not go in. And Simpson, 3-on-3, the dive, the fall, and the foul. It's tough, isn't it?
It is.
A lot of smart guys out there looking at it. Even they were fooled. That's a great thing about college
basketball. Exactly right. That's exactly right. You can't predict. You can't predict it.
Abdul Rahman, Teskey has come in for Wagner, and Abdul Rahman will take it to the hole.
Boy, he probed patiently there. And I really think this guy is the one that has to step it up in terms of being aggressive. He does everything. He defends, he sets up teammates, but I think he's got to be a little more shot hungry for this team to continue to grow and play at a high level.
Jallo picked up by Matthews. Cam Williams outside, senior against senior, working on Abdul Rahman. Screen by Young. Shot clock at 5. Inside Bates. Diop looks at the other end. Glances at the clock at 3. Fade away now, and he was doubled on the play. Matthews the rebound.
They got it to him a tad late.
You're right,
I think that was a bit of a settle by Caleb Bates. Diop took his defender off the hook.
Teskey from Abdul Rahman.
Tell you what, the bench play for Michigan today, Poole and Teskey. Teskey has been coming on really strong over the last couple of weeks. Not playing a lot of minutes, Kevin, but giving them really solid presence and production.
Excellent point. Approaching 14 to play. Williams and Jackson with high screen set right there. Robinson sticking on Bates Diop. Now the clock is down to 6. It's loose. Yes, it was. Yeah. 5 possessions.
Yeah.
Now they're back on D. Abdul Rahman with a 3 over Bates Diop. Nice aggressive rebound by Tate. He's in double digits. So with the double-double here this afternoon.
Got to get that ball moving if you're Ohio State.
Wesson with a 3. Right down the middle it goes. Andre Wesson, who's only a 28% three-point shooter.
He knocked down a couple of big ones in that win on the road against Purdue. So he does not lack for confidence. And that was right in the bread basket and straight away with no defense on it.
Yeah, he had 3 huge threes in that win over Purdue. You're right, Clark. Matthews, he'll slash and kick. Wide open. Simpson with a triple. Xavier Simpson puts it up and in. The Ohio Mr. Basketball.
I think Xavier Simpson, he knocked that one down. He struggled from the line and three-point line. He's a jump shot away from being a very elite guard in this league because he defends and he can get into the paint.
Kind of like Trey Burke here a couple years ago. With a long shot. Bates Diop got his follow, puts it up, tapped up and in by Tate. Jayshawn Tate has been remarkable in today's 105th consecutive start. 13 rebounds and 13 points for the Buckeyes.
He's been a monster. He's kept Ohio State tight. He really has.
4-point game. Ohio State is led by 4. Michigan is led by 8. Matthews again. Nice defense by Bates Diop. Shot clock is down to 4. Duncan Robinson into the freshman Young with a foul. I'm not from 3 for the Wolverines. And he hits that right.
Those Rams just had a 16-game win.
That this college basketball full-time that has said that about Rhode Island.
Yeah, they've been fun to watch all season long.
Young, who finished high school early so he could enroll at Michigan State, or rather at Ohio State, picked up his 3rd foul. Tate gets it. The double-double from him. He spoons-feed Wesson. Teske is
a big guy that can make free throws.
State team. 75% free throw shooter, and that will bobble out. Michigan is a team that gets 43% of their offense from three-point shooting. Not even close to that today.
Not in that neighborhood today. But a team like this is always capable of going on one of those runs.
Matthews with a corkscrew fadeaway. 4 for him.
Yeah, he's capable of making plays, but he's got to stay within his lane. He oftentimes will take ill-advised threes, but when he stays 15 feet and in under control, he can hurt you.
There's Dockich to Young to Tate. He'll take it aggressively inside and feed, and there's Wesson. Buck 3 maneuvers inside. Young will finish off inside. The freshman who had committed to Butler, and then when the coach left to become the coach of the Buckeyes, he switched and he joins him in Columbus.
Yeah, he's coming on too. Getting more minutes the last couple of ball games. He's got some energy and athleticism, but you can't allow that. There's Matthews turning the corner, getting that shoulder by the defender.
Rockets the other way, looking inside. A lot of hands, a lot of elbows, a lot of congestion. Rockman, here's a 2-on-1. Finished off by Simmons. Nice fast break. And the fast break points clearly in favor of the Wolverines.
And that also will be 2 more points off turnovers. And Kevin, turnovers are like missing breakfast. You can get away with it for a little while, but eventually it's going to catch up with you. Good timeout.
Of years, they've only got 1 turnover, in fact, the Wolverines, in a little over the last 18 minutes. And Rockman will drive with the mismatch on Wesson. Boy, has his game blossomed this senior year.
I'm telling you, I think he's a dangerous, dangerous one-on-one player who hasn't asserted himself as much as I think Coach Beeline would like him to going the rest of the way.
Nice spin move inside by Tate. 15 points and 13 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been absolutely terrific. Unguardable. When he gets to that left hand, he puts his body on you. He's got enough bounce and touch to finish over bigger defenders.
Rockman is outside. Oh, in a straight jacket. Trying to get through the Lighty from number 21, all-time scoring. He passed Havlicek this afternoon in rebounding. As Bates-Diop gets it to Williams, to Dockich, inside to Tate. There's not a body that's going to keep up with him. Got the double, finds Young, up and off, and Young gets it back, and they try to grab it inside, and out of bounds and off of.
And then just incidental contact, and the Buckeyes maintain possession.
And Williams is closing in 1,000 points in his career. Bates-Diop with a triple. So he's got 11. His second 3 this afternoon. The other was right before halftime. We thought it important, and sure enough, a 4-point game.
There you go. I've seen the Buckeyes do this a number of times this season. Hang around, resilient, together, tough.
Poole is back in for Michigan. A rare Michigan turnover. Dockich at the other end to the hole and off. Young outside. Bates-Diop, 3, no. Rebound Teske. Who wants a fast pace here, Clark? Michigan or Ohio
I think
State?
both teams enjoy getting out and trying to get some easy ones. I don't think it favors either team over the other. But you've got to convert. Dockich took his eyes off the basket and was looking at his defender on that layup attempt.
Michigan shooting 48% this afternoon. Doubled. Rockman kicks it outside. Matthews the triple. Picked up inside Williams. Out to Dockich. 43% shooting for the Buckeyes. Tate. And faces Matthews. Tough matchup. And a foul.
And although only 5 of 17 from the three-point goal there.
He gets the second one to drop. His numbers impressive today. 3-point game. Ohio State has not won a regular season Big Ten championship since 2012. half game out right now. Week to go. Michigan State, by virtue of their win over Northwestern yesterday, moving up to their 14th conference win. Pool ball
3 in a row to get the Big Ten tournament championship versus 4 or 5 games in 4 or 5 days. So makes a huge difference.
Rockman way outside, can't get it to go. Rebound by Wesson. Ohio State's on a 6-0 run and a chance to tie. We've had 4 ties, all early. Dockich, an open lane and a drive. No. Rebound pulled down inside by Duncan Robinson.
Got to get back. They've got numbers again.
Simpson by himself will float with another 2, and he's got 9.
Yeah, the Buckeyes were a little slow getting back, and that fast break opportunity presented itself, and the Wolverines cashed in.
Tate every time taking it in, draws a crowd. Dockich, nice feed. Young knocked away. Wagner. Young gets it again. Dockich again inside. Tate. And he was a basketball. Livers is back in. Oh, and they throw it away. Would be perhaps their biggest.
Very well could be, yeah. You'd be hard-pressed to argue that, Kevin.
The Michigan State win was huge, and that was just the 3rd win at the Breslin Center for the Wolverines since '98. Abdul Rahman. Poole, 3, bullseye! That kid has been on target all afternoon. 4 threes. And that has jacked up the crowd.
Buckeyes have been here before, down 8, and they've always responded with the bucket.
And Livers will pick one up with a foul.
Right there, and Poole made him.
On the great political divide. Tonight, 60 minutes picked up. Here's Bates up, and the floater won't go, and Wagner is right there. And it's out to Poole, and up to Simpson, whose eyes are continually darting back and forth, looking for the open guy to feed.
Yeah, surveying the landscape.
Finds a mismatch here with Young. He'll try to exploit. In, up, and off. And
if they get there.
Ohio, Mr. Basketball. Big ones there. Exactly. Big free throws.
It's the largest lead, isn't it, Kevin? +9.
It is indeed. You saw Austin Hatch, inspirational player for this Michigan team, told his story. This is senior day here at Michigan. Wesson, Williams, Bates Diop, a freshman on him. Shot clock, plenty of time. 5.5 second half. And a reach in with an knockaway. Tate, Wagner. The lead 9.
Turnovers. Missed free throws here the last few possessions for Ohio State.
Michigan beat Iowa here earlier in the week. They called this a must-win week with this game and the one before. 2 home games as they tried to build their resume. But Michigan, as we mentioned before, has not had a bad loss all season. Inside up to Rockman, can't get it. Williams there and a shove. Livers from Kalamazoo Central High School. The miss. And Caleb Wesson is there, the freshman. And now they got C.J. Jackson back in. Williams, Bates, Diop. This is when you go to your conference player of the year candidate.
Exactly, and you can't settle for a tough, bad shot. Good look for Cam Williams there.
That one is Abdul Rahman fell. Ohio State, 8 straight misses. 8 consecutive missed shots by the Bucks. Wagner. The dance. The lean, and outside he goes. Xavier Simpson working on Tate.
Gonna open up the floor and see if he can get by him.
Inside reverse. That won't go. Rebound by Tate. Ahead to Jackson. Screen. The switch. And the feed. Williams 3. No. Tipped by Wagner, but right out of bounds. Volley ball into the first row.
Hyperbole.
Jackson. And Cam Williams. 9-point game, 3:50 to go. Down goes Poole. This is an open shot. Williams can't get it and got his own miss. Keeps it alive. A fresh shot clock with which to work, and a foul
goes down. You want to be able to, and they miss another free throw. Wow. They just have not been able to make shots at the rate they've needed to put any real pressure on Michigan with this lead.
They've missed 5 of their last 7 free throws. The Buckeyes have. Michigan's on a 7-1 run over the last 4.5 minutes since Ohio State pulled at that time to within 3.
Thank you. And Kevin, these guys, I mean, we talk about defense and turnovers. At some point, you got to knock down shots. That's what it comes down to. Who's going to make shots?
A sweet 3 by Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman. 3 to play. Jackson, Bates Diop, Duncan Robinson there to defend, but that's tough against a guy like Bates Diop, the leading scorer, rebounder, second leading scorer in the conference. He's got 14.
Yeah, one of the few times he's really gone aggressively right away and not looked for that mid-range jumper.
Oh, good fake.
Good recovery, too.
It was, you're right. Robinson, who has not taken threes, he's gone 10 of 15 in three-point shooting last 2 games. Not this afternoon. Matthews the scoop. Rebound by Tate with another rebound.
Got to attack quick and get a quality look.
Bates, Diop, triple. No. Chased, saved by Simpson. Wagner's ahead. Jackson will trail and defend and scores in double figures this afternoon. Seal a lot of questions in a lot of people's minds.
I agree with you.
Dockich.
Wins do that, especially when you beat a good opponent.
A top 10 team like Ohio State. Wesson. Dockich. Williams. It's loose. Tate, of course, vacuums it in. Rebounds for Tate, but they cannot hit their free throws to save their lives.
Yeah, it's been a tough day at the line. And again, this team has made 75% of its free throws in conference play until today.
Like you talk about, that clock continues to move.
Yeah.
Wide open Simpson. Slashing for 2. Ohio State was coming off their most disappointing game and loss this past Thursday at Penn State. And that's a foul.
No question. Intimate. Fans are rabid, and they've been engaged from the start here today.
Buckeyes pulled to within 3 with 7:53 to go. Since they played 4 games in 4 days, and he couldn't get his regular shoes, so he put on these.
That really sealed the game for the Wolverines.
Under a minute to go. Bates, Diop, and Duncan Robinson watches it go down from 3. Nice shot by Bates Diop. He's got 17. He averages 19. Now the steady hand of Abdul-Rahman, coached by his dad in high school. Inside, it's Matthews. And reaching in,
Indiana on the road. Factor.
Excellent point.
Keita Bates Diop has 17. He did at the defensive end today.
He transferred from a Division III school, first player ever to get a full scholarship at the D1 Power 5 conference level after that kind of a transfer. And here comes Simpson in the final seconds. Michigan is going to go to 11-5 in conference play.
Buckeyes, so they've got plenty of basketball left to play.
Ohio State will lose their second straight. They'll go to 22-7, 13-3. Michigan State is up by a game. Final week of the regular season ahead. Senior day is successful.